Oh, here we go. We got audio. We're back. It's not the right audio, but we're back, and we'll have to deal with this, and I'll have to fix it. But I can see that we have audio, and we're good. We're back. Sorry for the delay, but hey, things happen. I'm glad I could fix it. But now you should hear me now. Hey now. All right, so sorry about that, everybody. What do you call it? So tonight we got a bunch to talk about, and I could not get everything typed out. We got it all. There's a lot of information that's coming out, and we're gonna be good. And plus today I hunkered down and I purchased a what do you call it, dune buggy side by side thing. And so I've been dealing with that, talking to people. I got to get insurance and stuff, but we're pretty good. So anyway, let me download. I didn't even get to download my news packet that I did write up, which only take 2 seconds. But okay, I don't need to do that. I don't care. Just go. Why are you doing that to me? I just want my mail. There we go. All right, here we go. Now we're good. I know. Sorry, guys. I'm just not. I was trying to be prepared, but I wasn't. And but so what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights being canceled. We're talking about the Intamin new rides. That seems to be like a big sticking point with everything because of the similar rides. We're going to talk about Baby Yoda photo ops. We're going to talk about Six Flags second quarter crappy, financial results. We're going to be talking about theme parks cutting hours because Universal just did that today. They're cutting more hours. We're just going to keep going on. Plus whatever other news is laying around. Also, if you guys get surveys from Six Flags, they put out a survey, and I haven't done it yet, but it's a website planning survey. So it says we're looking to make some changes to our website, and we very much like your feedback. So there's a survey. We could do the survey live. I gotta figure out how to get a screen thing loaded in here, but we could do that. Yep, I also have the videos for the Intamin ride, so we'll just watch little bits of. I don't want to put like the full video in case they do like those copyright strikes. I don't want the video to get blocked and banned and all that other crap. So we'll just play like little clips just showing, a little bit of the rides. And we'll talk about it because I really want to know what you guys think about the new rides because they're very similar to like Premiere and RMC, and Mach. So everybody's just kind of like, and I have to look at, Lindsay. I just, what up to everybody, Tony and Ryan and Jason and Peter and Max and Nicholas and Jay Kite and Charles. Jeez, this place is packing tonight. I love it. I'm scrolling up to look at the questions and stuff you guys are saying because we had that problem with no audio. So, and Tony, you say update on Six Flags 2021. I don't know what you mean by that. And Ryan's asking about Jersey Devil. I really don't have any information, but I think I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send an email to one of the people that used to work up in New England that works down there. See if he can give me an idea. We might not get the what do you call it? The answer we want, or maybe we don't get any. They might not know. I'll be honest. They might be like, well, we're just gonna hold off a little bit, and we'll let you know. I don't know if they're going to do the typical wait till Memorial Day. I don't know. And I think Jersey Devil is going to resume probably, I would say, after Labor Day. I think that's when they're going to resume, get it going. They're going to be, the ride's paid for it. Yep, Fiesta Texas looks like, Tony says, looks like Fiesta Texas. Is going to have its new ride in 2020. Not many people are going to do that. Not many parks are going to have new rides for 2020. Unfortunately. Yeah, here Pete Tier says See the Point changed hours a few days ago. Last 3 weeks operation, weekends only. Last day, September 17th. You know, hey, theme park New England, what's up? Here's the problem that I foresee with this. It's because not many people are traveling out. They're trying to do this in such a way that they can still make money and not, you know, be totally screwed. You have to open it, and then you have to what do you call it? Not only do you have to open the park, you gotta do the thing. You gotta do what's in the best interest of the guest. You gotta earn the trust and respect back from the park guests to the park, and that's what they're doing. They're eating what I call the shit sandwich. They know every, and it's not just Six Flags, Disney, Universal, Cedar Fair, Dolly. Everybody, every park is doing the same thing. They have no choice. The best bet is to do weekends because that's when the majority of people are going. That's where their attendance is. So why open right now during this pandemic? Why open during the week? You know, unless you were getting big numbers to open during, there's no reason to open during the week. I know that's, you know, people are like, you're an ass. Why are you saying that? You know, and look, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know. One, because I don't work for any of the parks. I don't know what their plans are. I don't have an inside look at the financials, the attendance. But I will say, let me see. I look at multiple parks reservation systems over the first week and midweek, and not half reservations were filled. 10,000. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. It's like you're trying to open a park. You're a business. You're trying to make money, and you don't get the full advantage of it because you got a pandemic. There's people that are like, hell no, I ain't going. 2, you might not be able to get in, you know, the ones that still have reservations. 3, people don't want to deal with massive crowds. 4, people are not following the guidelines and the rules inside the park. Because remember that, as much as us might be anti-mask, anti-guidelines, if you want to go to the park, you have no choice but to do it. It's a private business. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? I can't go in there and go, change these rules for me because I don't want to social distance or I don't want to wear a mask. I wear the mask because I want to go have fun. I hate the mask. I mean, look, everybody knows that I did Dr. Giggles. I put the picture last week. I've been wearing a doctor's mask for 20 years doing this with photo shoots, shows, appearance, you know what I mean? Like back in the day. I've been doing that for 20 years. So I should be the last person to be complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. And people, you know, there's a lot of stuff. And I will say this. I spoke with Jen McGrath at Six Flags New England 2 days ago. Now, I can't reveal anything that we talked about. I can give you a gist, but I can tell you for sure that they don't have an opening date, but they were picking my brain. I can say that much. I can't get into the context of everything inside the emails that we went back and forth for a couple of hours just doing stuff. So she was picking my brain. So there is hope for New England, but don't take that as, yes, they're opening, because I don't know. They might be like, oh, well, what Josh said, what he's experienced, and this, that, and the other, maybe we shouldn't open, or we don't know what we should really be doing, or how do we get, you know. I laid it down, plain and simple, what they should do, how to make, you know, there's just all this stuff that went on, you know what I mean? We just went on and on and on. It was a great conversation. But I can tell you that they don't have an opening date, not yet. They don't even, you know what I mean? I didn't even ask. So I don't, because we just, you know, we were having a great conversation. I wasn't going to throw the monkey wrench. When you open it, give me an opening date, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like I'm a burden to anybody that I work with, you know, like in this industry. I don't want to be constantly emailing, constantly bugging them. I mean, I've been reassured that I'm not bothering them. They enjoy and everything and all that. And so that it's nice to hear coming from their mouths. No, you're not bothering me. No, you know. So I was always worried about that. But I still feel like I'm bothering them. And I don't want to bother anybody because it's, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to get it and I'm going to do this. I'm going to harass them. And that's just not, That's not me. I'm not a harassing kind of person. Maybe I should. Maybe I would get a bit more access to things if I just started pushing my way in, you know, but I don't want to do that. I'm not a pushy kind of guy. So let's see what everybody's been saying. Wisconsin said quarantine was unconditional, so they don't care. Mount Olympus. How is Mount Olympus as a part? I've never been. I've seen a couple stuff. I don't know how it is. And what am I most excited about for the Intamin models? When I'm going to be truthfully honest, all 4 of them. I'll be truthfully honest. Let's break out the stuff talking about Intamin. And we got videos for those that, if you live under a rock and didn't look at any of the videos that have been on there, don't know what we're talking about. So we got the Giga Splash. What was the other thing? There's the Hot Race. There's the LSM launch, and there's the other one that looks like the Power Splash. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't think Vekoma is allowed to build RMC things, so it might be harder to get RMC parts overseas. Actually, I've heard the reverse. I heard Vekoma had to be a middleman for RMC, I think, in China. I think RMC is not allowed to do certain things. Yeah, I was thinking at first the Giga Splash, but it's only like, what, 135 feet or something, 150 feet? The Giga Splash, I forgot what it is. I could be wrong about the RMC Vekoma thing. You could be right, Lindsay, or I can't remember. But I know, where's the invention from? Oh, from Intamin. Here's the thing, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, Intamin stole. Look, here's the reality. All companies steal from each other. China's the worst with the bootlegs, like the bootleg Vekomas, and they got bootleg of everything. They steal the designs, change them up a little bit. Superman parts are going to get harder and harder to find. It's mainly for the trains. They don't make those trains anymore. Those trains are no longer made. You can get the parts, you have to get them made, you got to wait. They make a newer train, and I know I've said it a million times, but I'll say it a million more, it's okay. But they you know, they could get a new train that fits. They have a whole new train that will fit on Superman. There's a brand new one. You got to innovate. You can't keep sticking with the same trains. You find what works, what doesn't work, what's more safer than, you know, the past. So, you know, you live and you learn, you know? And so, but again, I know a lot of people, like, you know, fanboys of each company that if they get, Alex, if they get rid of the restraints, they got to get a new train. And maybe they do that over the next couple of years, like kind of like a smaller investment. Instead of buying a big ride, maybe they do one of those years where they just kind of do like improvements that most people don't really notice, so to speak. Like we'll notice if there's a new train on Superman all day. But the majority of people, oh, no new ride. You know. Yeah, Jay, it's the thing about Jersey, it's a guessing game because we don't know. We're in a precedented time where it's so different. You don't just get to, you don't get all that information. We don't get a total look inside of everything. So that's the problem with, you know, and I get it. Ryan Hackman is very excited about Jersey, and he has every right to be. So, you know, and I think it's pretty damn cool, you know. So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, so back to Intamin. So you're gonna have the hot race, which is the single rail. They show it as a the opening of Fright Fest still real possible. It's a possibility, but I don't think. Here's my honest opinion. I don't think you're gonna get a Fright Fest this year, especially with Halloween Horror Nights canceling theirs. I don't think you're gonna get. You might get Halloween decorations, But if they do open, it's probably like Fright Fest times. Weekends only, obviously, like normal. You probably won't have haunted houses. You might have some scare actors kind of walking around a little bit. I mean, you could salvage something, but right now, I honestly do not see Six Flags New England opening for this year. I just don't. I think it's too late in the game. To be truthfully honest, for them to get any kind of season, you would have had to been doing it by now. And Governor Baker in New England is, in Massachusetts for Six Flags New England. He's not hearing it unless you got a vaccine. Like I said, I don't think they're going to open. I really don't. Don't hold your breath on it at this point. But they could be trying to. Like I said, I just don't know. Hey, what's up, Chad? What's up, Chad Young? But, so anyway, so you got the 4 Intamin. You got the Giga Splash, the other one that's like a Power Splash. You're going to have the launch that's very similar to like Phobia at Lake Compounds. A little different because that one in particular gets to get a launch inverted. And then you're going to have the single rail. Yeah, you know what, PTR? You could be right. Holiday in the Park to sell season pass tickets and keep memberships. You could. They could do that, and people would go. People would. I know I would go. I would go as far as even if there were no rides open. You know what I mean? I would still go just to be in the park, see the Christmas lights. Maybe they could do an outdoor show. You could do an outdoor show. Like you do the Christmas tree lighting, you could still do that. A little small scale, but you could still do it. You could still walk around, see the Christmas lights, get some food. You could open up. I mean, they could do a scale back event just to get people, like I know I would. So I think Holiday in the Park, if it opened, I think I would go once or twice. Just to go in there, buy some merchandise, help support Six Flags a little bit. But again, I don't know what and what not is going to happen. I don't have a good feeling about it opening at all. But you know what? That's an idea I didn't think of for Holiday in the Park. And I'm going to shoot that for an email to Jen about that. That's part of the process. You know what I'm saying? So, who the hell knows? Another amusement casualty to report. Topsfield. Everything. Yeah, I saw the tribute store. Well, I watched a little bit of video. I don't want to be totally see it all because I'll be going there. The first official week with a couple days in October. The last week of September, that week, that's when I'm going. Yeah, Jason, the Intamin, if they would have mastered a single rail system, dude, that would be awesome. Following the RMC footsteps and give the Intamin tree. If they could do it and keep it reliable, that's the problem. Because we all know Intamin coasters, for the most part, like the big crazy ones, they break down a lot. I mean, all rides break down. It's not just an Intamin thing, but it seems Intamin, in the last 10 years, had more problems than other companies. Let's just be honest about that. Let's totally be honest about that for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prop up the video here for those that didn't see and kind of like a refresher so that we can, what do you call it? Plus, I want to watch a little bit myself. All right, let's add a source here. Let me pull it up. Let's see what's the first one that... where is it? Oh. Which one will I find? All right, let's look at the Giga Splash. Let's just lower the media sound a little bit. We don't really care about that. But if you look at this, let me blow it up a little bit. You don't have to look at my ugly face. That's the beautiful Giga Splash. Hey, you. You having fun?
I lost my shoes.
What do you mean you lost your shoes?
I lost my Crocs.
Well, that's a croc. How do you lose crocodile shoes?
I don't know. Done aggravated.
Well, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
No, I want my shoes.
Are they in my car?
I think so. I didn't wear them when we were in the car.
Are they upstairs? I know, I seen them. I don't know where the hell I seen them, but I seen them. You're just as bad as Alyssa.
I'm getting there, yeah.
So here's your giggity splash. So there's that. They could do some stuff in the parking lot. All right, let's get rid of this. You guys got the gist of this ride, right? I hope so. All right, let's pop in the new one. So before we get into the new one, while I get this thing ready to go, anybody thrilled? Don't give a crap about the Gigasplash? I mean, I think it's cool. I like that it's got the elevator. I like it. It kind of reminds me of that. What was it, the Intamin do the one at Holiday World? It kind of reminds me of that. Was it Intamin or whoever? It kind of reminds me of the one that was at Holiday World that they ripped out real quick. They had issues. Intamin seems to not be too good with their water rides. So I don't know if I would trust that right away. All right, let's look at the other one. Where are we? Oh, so we got the Ultra Splash is the next one. All right, so we got... This one's like the Power Splash. That's, you know, copying. It's a big loss. They can be similar. It could be something. Then you get the text. So I'm gonna right now. I'm gonna add the launch, so that way you can see. The what do you call it, the inverted launch, because that's something that's new, different. You know, it's funny when you look at the video of this, it's an advertisement similar to like Six Flags going world's first inverted thingamajiggy. You know, they're getting into the oh yeah, let's get rid of the, here we go. I got rid of the music. We don't need the music, we can talk. So if you watch, this is just about almost the same exact thing is Phobia and all. Almost, it's different, but see how you're going. You're getting the inverted launch right off the bat. Look at that, world's first upside down launch experience. So I don't know. I think honestly, you know. You could put this in Goliath. I know some people don't like to hear this, but if they, you know, whenever they do get rid of Goliath, you could put this in its spot. You could probably put Hot Racer without, you know, just one, without racing, just a single rail. You could put that in Goliath's spot. You could do either raw. I mean, this, you know what you could do? Get rid of Gotham City Gauntlet and put this particular coaster at the in Gotham City Gauntlet's spot. This would fit over there. This would be a perfect fit. You could get this, put it there. Then at another time, when they get rid of Goliath, you could put Hot Racer if you really wanted to go that way. But yeah, okay, so let's watch this. Boom, zoom. Okay, we're going backwards now, right? Okay, backwards. Let's go frontwards. I mean, that's pretty badass. I mean, this is, I mean, actually, I might like this better than, what do you call it? You know, better than Phobia. And I love Phobia. Phobia is great. All right, let's get rid of this. You guys get the gist. Let's now add where is it? Let's add the all right, we'll add the hot racer. That seems to be like everybody's like talking about that. Yeah, Tempesto, Busch Gardens, and Phobia are the same ride. But Phobia doesn't have those crappy comfort collars. So that's get rid of that. We don't need to hear the music. Yeah, I mean, I think they could. I even had sent this to Jen McGrath and she responded about the rides. What I can say, what she said about the rides, which she didn't know anything about it. Because I legit, what do you call it? Sent it to her that day that they put it out. And she didn't hear anything about it yet. I mean, that's not really her thing to know about that. That's not her job. And she thanked me for sending me, and she enjoyed checking out the 4 videos. So she watched all 4 videos, and you know, I said, hey, they look very similar to Premier Mark and RMC. I said, but you might get a good deal on it. I said, when Six Flags is in a better position financially, which probably is not going to be to like 23, 24 probably. Honestly, I think what's going to happen with all these rides, you know, those looking for, and I think it's across the board, not just Six Flags, but Cedar Fair, you know, I think you're not really going to see rides going to Six Flags like you think. You know, in 2020 is going to 2021. 2022, maybe. Depends how they did. I don't know. So, which out of those 4 rides, what do you guys think? Like, what is let me ask you guys, what is your favorite out of the 4? You know, did you like the Ultra Splash, the Giga Splash, the Hot Races? Do you like the LSM Racing? Yeah, quarter 2. We're gonna go over that in a few. They were it was sad, and I understand why it was what it was. I'm not saying, hey, great news, they're screwed, and we're going to talk about that now. So, give me a second here. So, I have the link to it's the actual K8 from the SEC filing. It's the Form 8K. So this is what Six Flags actually submits. But it's all the same information that everybody sees all the time for those that don't have a clue. So I'm not going to go over, you know, I'm not going to read the whole entire document. We'll be here forever. I'm just going to read through the meat and potatoes, so to speak. So revenue, this is for Six Flags, nobody else. So revenue for the second quarter of 2020 was $19 million, with attendance of 433,000 guests, both a decrease of 96% compared to the same period in 2019. The decrease was due to the pandemic-related suspension of park operations for most of the quarter. Decrease in revenue also attributed to a $29 million reduction in sponsorships, international agreements, accommodations revenue due to previously announced terminations of the company's contracts in China and Dubai, which generated revenue in 2019, the suspension of the most second quarter sponsorship revenue while the parks were not operating, and the pandemic-related suspension of nearly all accommodations operations. So that's the big holy crap. I mean, there's a little bit more I'm going to read, not a whole boatload more, but there's a little more. You know, so keep that in mind. No, I didn't cover the HHN news yet. Not yet. Yep, Jason, you are right. The point is Intamin wants to dominate the market again. No, upside down launches on the LSM, not hot races. So that's the dismal Six Flags news. So the rest of it says the company's net loss during the second quarter of 2020 was 137 million, a decrease of 216 million compared to the prior year, primarily due to reduced attendance and an aggregated increase in reserves of 8 million associated with several legal claims. The net loss per share for the second quarter was $1.62 compared to diluted earnings per share of 94 cents in the second quarter of 2019. Adjusted EBITDA for the second quarter was a loss of 96 million, an approximate 6 million of non-reoccurring costs related to the transformative initiative. Net cash outflow for the second quarter of 76 million, including the one-time financing costs associated with the company's debt transactions, or approximately 25 million per month. This represents an improvement compared to the company's previously anticipated average net cash outflow of 30 to 35 million per month. All right, so you can see total guest spending per capita in the second quarter was $35.77, decreased $6.50 or 15%. It said the decrease was primarily due to the park mix. Half of the company's attendance in the second quarter came from the company's drive-through safari at Six Flags Great Adventure, which reopened in May 2020 after having been converted to a free park attraction in 2013. The safari experience lower guest spending, you get that. So when I was reading this earlier, what was the thing I was looking at? There was something I was looking at the active pass base. But it said the first half of 2020 results, the revenue was 122 million, an 80% decrease compared to the prior year, for obvious, due to an 84% decrease in attendance resulting because of the pandemic, $40 million decrease in sponsorships and stuff like that. The company had a net loss of 221 million, or $2.62 for the 6 months. Attendance for the first 6 months was 2 million guests, 84% decrease compared to 12.7 versus last year. Now here's the active pass base. So it said deferred. Where is it? Oh, okay. So as a result, the active pass base decreased 38% as of the end of the second quarter compared to same prior year, including the active pass base were 2.1 million members compared to 2.6 million members at the end of 2019 and 2.4 million at the end of the first quarter of 2020. So deferred revenue was 182 million, a decrease of 53 million, 22%. You know what I can do if you guys want to read more on that? Hey, Peanut, what's up, dude? I'm gonna stick this in the chat, and if you want to download and check this file out all for yourself, you can click the link I just put in the chat down below. Yeah, here's the, yeah, I don't think any of these rides are going to, I don't think much of any rides, never mind just those 4 rides from Intamin, are going to get put anywhere in the United States. Europe's going to bounce back quicker, hopefully. Well, I mean, I want the United States to bounce back. So who knows, Oh yeah, they'll build those internationally first. It'll be cheaper for them to build it in the international market than it will be here, Yeah, so the second quarter results are bad. All the other companies are going to be having it just as bad. Disney, Universal. I mean, Disney and Universal might be a little bit better, but Disney, Universal, Cedar Fair, Park Reunities, whatever the hell they call it, the ones that own Lake Compounds in Kennywood, all of these parks are going to have a crappy year. That's why I say when you go to the parks, I'm not saying go drop $500 on merchandise and food. I'm saying spend a little. Every little bit counts. And I get it. There's a lot of people that are going, no way, Jose, I ain't going anywhere until this is over. And that's fine. yeah, I think Six Flags has some issues that they need to take care of. I think we can all agree on it. Six Flags has some issues. They're not being able to keep. Well, right now I understand why the pass holder base got decimated, just because. Look, there's a pandemic. People are losing their jobs. Nobody wants to go out. There's a lot of people that are going, I'm not going anywhere. There are people that are going, screw you, I'm going. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't spent a boatload of money at a park. I buy food. If I like the merchandise, I buy the merchandise. But I buy food, drinks, where I can. That's what I do. I do my part. If I find merchandise that I like, I am more apt to buy it now than I was last year. Just because now I'm like, oh crap. For me personally, I know I'm only one person. I can't, I can't do everything. I can't support the park by myself. I don't have hundreds and millions and billions of dollars to drop to pay for it. So, like I said, I'm not saying you got to be the hero and spend thousands or crazy hundreds. $50 here, $10 here, something like just to, look, we've all paid our memberships. We'd do our just due with whatever perks that they give us and extensions because we paid. They owe us. And they are going to make all the stuff whole with everybody. That they know that they're going to do. That, Six Flags has personally told me that. They just don't know when they're going to open, in New England. And, what do you call it? Laurent opened or is about to open in Canada. I don't know when Darien Lake or Great Escape's going to open or New England's going to open. I don't know when the California parks are going to open. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me know how it is tomorrow when you go to Canopy tomorrow, dude. I would not hold my breath for a flash sale because they know if the park's not open, nobody's going to buy the pass until they know that the park is open. But there's a lot of issues within Six Flags. And in the conversation, I laid out some of those issues for Jen. I did. I was being honest and real, and I told her, I said, please don't take offense to anything that I'm saying. Because I don't want them pissed because I'm saying, hey, here's some issues that you have besides the pandemic that you need to take care of. I mean, I totally did it Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I gave her some lingo. So when coaster enthusiasts go into the park, you ever hear enthusiasts sarcastically say, have a Six Flags day? Well, it's not meant good. So I let her in on that little secret that she didn't know. She thought people were being nice and people were being smart asses to the park. So now they know that they're being sarcastic. But I did the Tekashi 6ix9ine and ratted the whole enthusiast community out and let her know. So what is it? They also said the capex in 2020 will be 80 to 90 million. They spent 51 million in Q1, 22 in Q2, so already spent 73 million, leaving very little for the rest of 2020. The rides coming in 21 are going to be the carryovers, maybe something small for Over Georgia, Fiesta, Texas, Mexico, the other parks that open their 2020 rides. Honestly, Grobble, I think they need to change their model. I think they need to stop. I mean, I know, Grobble, we've talked about this in chats and shows and stuff like that. They should lean more towards the Cedar Fair model. Like, not every park getting a ride every year. Like, the problem is Six Flags is not picking the correct rides. Like, look, yeah, I heard about Busch Gardens, and I believe, let me check. I think Jason in Paradise. Jason in Paradise, I love the guy. I love him to death. He blew up my spot today in my messages on Twitter, like the last couple of days with all kinds of crazy things. He was showing me about, I don't know how many people know about this, but the train's being removed from Possess. So I don't know if that coast is being removed or not at Dorney Park. I don't know. There's some other news in this over here that we're going to get into. Oh yeah, he said that. So the word is the temp screening tents being set up in the France parking lot at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And then there was the image he sent me came from Costa Radio Discord. So there's a picture. You can see the tents being put up. So who knows? It's crazy, but I don't know. I am the believer of Six Flags needs to change some stuff. General Ismo Como isn't going to let Darien Lake a Great Escape open this year, maybe even next. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly think, look, I don't know how many, I know not everybody has been to a park since, you know, when they reopened. I don't know how many of you been and not have been. I don't know the answer to that. I know people are like, yo, I'm not saying, like I said it probably 10 times already today. But there's people like me that go. There's people that are like waiting, kind of. You can navigate a theme park way easier than what do you call it? Than like a Target or a Walmart or a Home Depot or just store here. Now I get it. It's a pain in the ass. Like I until you go to a park, you don't realize the work that these parks put in just to entertain us, just for us to chill out, go ride around. Like you don't realize. Like you go in there and yeah, they're social distancing and they're doing stuff. Think about all the stuff they had to buy, all the hand sanitizer, the cleaning equipment, the cleaning supplies, the the plexiglass at registers, and food places, and the social distance markers, and all this stuff. Trying to come up with these plans, buying all this stuff for, you know, like the Six Flags and Disney with the security walkthrough, so you don't have to take things out of your pockets. Temperature screenings, like that costs crazy money. It's not like a drop in a bucket. You know. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, Jay's like, I've been going to Fiesta, then heading to SeaWorld, and spending most of my time in both water parks. And I bet you, Jay, you're having the time of your life. I'm willing to bet that. Look, I've been to Lake Compounds twice, Clark's Trading Post, and Quasi during this. So and Jeffrey, Siebert? Is that you talking about, Jay Kite? Jeffrey Siebert? Think about SeaWorld, Q2 earnings report. Revenue is just $18 million. EBITDA loss only $54 million, pretty good compared to $96. Yeah, it is. You know, yeah, Great Escape doesn't have an indoor. They used to. They had like a mouse or some kind of. They had not a mouse. They had some kind of. I forgot what they had, a coaster inside the Nightmare. It was Nightmare at Great Escape. Darien Lake, I don't know anything about. So these took out another $400 million note to SeaWorld took out another $400 million note to pay off the 311 with a revolver and increased liquidity to $776 million. Yeah, it's the stuff that parks got to do just to entertain us. Like, I hope. I'll get to your question in a second. I want to finish my thought before I forget it, Chris. I want everybody, anybody that goes to a park, I want you to take a step back and look around and actually appreciate what they did for us to open. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a phone call. Yes.
Do me a favor. Your father left his phone here. He's at the office.
Yeah.
Can you call him and tell him to pick up my script at CVS? The doctor just called it in.
I don't know. Hang on. Let me see if I got the office number. I don't know. I don't have the. I don't know what the office number is off my head. I don't call it.
Oh, that's right. Son of a bitch.
Hang on. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. I can call him.
All right,
Oh, hey,
thanks.
hey, hey, by the way,
What?
you're on the Grove Show.
I'm on the Grove Show
Yep, you're on the Grove Show, Ma.
right now.
Right now, you're in the microphone.
Oh, how's everybody doing?
Oh,
Everybody's doing okay tonight?
I hope they are. Hey, before I let you go, did you hear I bought the machine?
What machine?
The Doom Buggy?
Huh? No.
It's getting delivered to that guy Anthony's house on Friday. And then Ian's picking it up, bringing it to his
Good for
garage.
you.
But I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you.
Yeah, bye. All right, that was my mother. Hang on, guys. I just got to call my dad real quick. Give me 1 minute. I just got to tell him to pick up a prescription for my mom. But, yeah, let's see if he answers the phone. He's old and feeble. He's got to walk over to the phone.
Hello.
Hello, you're live on the Grove Show. No, the old lady just called me, and
Yeah.
she says if you could pick up a prescription, the doctor just called and sent it in. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying the message.
Where is it? At
Oh shit, I forgot. I'll
already closed.
yeah. So she said the doctor just called it in.
Okay.
So I figured don't shoot the messenger, but she just asked me to call you.
Yeah, I must have left my phone in the
Yeah,
truck.
yeah. She says you left the phone at home. So all right, I'll talk to you later.
I left it at home. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right, back to it. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to take care of that. Sorry. So let me look. Oh, I don't know what my thought was. Oh yeah. Anyway, so just take a step back and appreciate what they do, because look, they could have just, not that they want to, they could have stayed closed. I mean, realistically, when you got this, amusement parks. I'll tell you so that you're okay, Sean. Here's the thing. Theme parks could have stayed closed. They all took out these extra loans and got money from all these notes and stuff so that they could stay and they could have stayed closed and they didn't have to do nothing. Theme parks are very high touch, with holding on restraints, seat belts, all the cleaning they got to do, all the surfaces that get touched. Now we do know with the virus that they're showing that the virus doesn't stay on surfaces as long, but you just gotta you gotta be smart. You can navigate a theme park better than a store. You could be like a ninja. You could be a theme park pandemic ninja and get through parks. You'd be like, "Hey-ya! You ain't getting me, virus." You can do things like that. You really can. Now, Chris's topic, which is one that we will talk about. So everybody knows by now, Halloween Horror Nights 30 has been canceled for this year. Halloween Horror Nights, providing that the pandemic is under control, will take place next year. That's the big iffy. Now, the only thing that's open, the tribute store open, there's videos galore if you want to see the tribute store. When I go on the honeymoon to Florida, I'm going to Universal and Disney. And I will enjoy. I am going to do what I got to, you can navigate. You got to be smart. Don't be, I hate to sound like I'm trying to be one of those, I'm not trying to be a fear-mongering person. I'm trying to give you the best advice possible so that you guys can feel comfortable going, if you're kind of on the fence. Now, we know there are parks like Hershey, Great Adventure, and I've been seeing it at Cedar Point and Kings Island. People are going around not wearing masks. People just running amok, not social distancing. I get it. People don't want to deal with it. People don't want to be told what to do. It's just our culture. I get it. So instead of being an asshole and getting it shut down, the park shut down because you're an asshole and don't want to, I'm not saying you guys, because you guys are all wearing masks if you're going. Don't be a douche. Just follow the rules so I can go to Florida. So that you can go to whatever, those that are going to parks that are following the rules, smack somebody upside the head and be like, dude, put the mask on and get the F out. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go. I hate the masks. I hate them in the heat. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. It's hot. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's hot. It's stupid. I get it. When you can take your mask off in your appropriate place, do it there. Don't be walking around thinking you're like this big badass. I don't have to follow rules, because then you ruin it for the rest of us. Like I said when we went to, what do you call it? Lake Compounds. My kid got bagged. I wasn't paying attention. I'm a bad dad. But he got bagged by the worker, and the worker was very polite and said, can you please put on a mask? You know, you have to wear the mask the right way. He had his nose out, like a little bit of his nose out. And I told you the story last week, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad to see that. Like, Lake Compounds is enforcing it. When they see somebody, they're making people do it. If they see anybody with the mask off, they're making you do it. And I know some people, like, saw the video that I did of when they had the 8th event there at Lake Compounds that we went to, when we went to Quasi and all that. And, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm like, you know, I'm thankful that, you know, when they see it, and then people are like, oh, they're not social distancing on the rides. Why is there people in front of you? If you were, you know, like my travel party, you know, like on the train, when you saw, like, me and one of my sons, and then you saw Devin and somebody else, and you saw somebody else and somebody else, it's because we're a traveling party, family, friends. Like, we're a traveling party together. So they will put you together. Then they put seats in between. Because somebody was kind of like, oh, well, there's nobody social distancing on the rides. I get it. Like, people are, like, freaked out about everything. You don't have to be scared. Nobody has to be scared. Cautious? Yes. Scared? No. Don't. You can safely navigate the virus. I'm not saying my ninja skills are 100% on point. So far, knock on wood, I haven't caught it, recaught it, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm okay. I'm not sick, no symptoms, no nothing. You know what I mean? I check my temperature every day at work. That's what the temperature gun is. I check it every day when I go in the office, just to make sure. Not that it really means anything, but, you know, I haven't felt sick. I've been good. We're good. You know? And yeah, Chris, the things down in Florida with Halloween Horror Nights, it's getting out of control. I'm upset that it's canceled, but I understand why. You cannot carefully do... Yeah, you can't carefully do Halloween Horror Nights. You can't. It's too big of an event. When Halloween Horror Nights announced the closure, so I started talking to my haunt owners and actors and stuff like that, my friends. And I said, oh, what do you think? He goes, I was waiting for that to happen. It's like, it's too big of an event. There's no way that they could safely do it. Those haunts are built for conga lines. They are. So they don't space or pace the groups. They just go, constantly go. You're just constantly going. You're going. It's just a long line of people. So they will probably... I think they'll probably... Well, if the haunt material, like the haunts are built on the inside of those, you know, those domes that they got at Universal, unless they're being used for something else, the haunts will probably stay of what work they've done. If they're using it for storage for other stuff, they may take them down. I don't know. I mean, you would probably find out better than I would, or if somebody I mean, we'll probably find out more sooner than later, because people are always doing flyovers and flybys, and they're zooming in, looking at, you know, different areas that you're not supposed to be looking at. You know, kind of ruins the allure and the magic of a theme park, especially like a Universal or a Disney, because everybody knows you got your facades in front of your buildings, and then it's just a metal box behind it, but you can't see the metal box. That's the vision. That's the, you know, the magic of theme parks. You don't see the big box. You just see what they want you to see, and it makes it look magical. But, you know, look at Disney with like Haunted Mansion or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or the Avatar rides. If you're on the ground, you can't see the buildings. What you see is what they want you to see. Yeah, I mean, they may potentially go, hey, we're going to do these same haunts for next year. They may change them. You know, they may go, let's just rip it down and start over. They might do that. They might not. They might leave it and reconvene to see what they're going to keep and not keep. When you do a haunted event, attract Halloween Horror Nights, Fright Fest, Scream Fest, whatever it is. That's a 365 how do I put it? I'm trying to think the right words and I can't think of them right now. Kind of leaving my brain. But it's a 365-day-a-year job. It's not like, I'm going to plan this like 2 weeks before we're going to put it up. All Six Flags, everybody, they're always going to those conventions like Trans World and Haunt World and, all these other things. Midwest Haunters Convention. There's a whole bunch of different ones. IAPA. And all these haunt companies that sell the products, they're all, Six Flags goes to those things. Cedar Fair, Universal, all, you know what I mean? They're all looking for what's the new big bad product coming in for Halloween. Everybody's looking for it. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't think you're going to have Fright Fest. Obviously, Disney and Universal canceled. I don't foresee Fright Fest. I don't foresee Scream Fest. I don't foresee whatever Cedar Fair is doing. I know Kennywood already canceled Phantom Fright Nights. I'm probably willing to bet that there's not going to be a haunted graveyard at Lake Compounce. The only haunt, like I said, and as I find out more, an update, because this is going to, after we get done talking this, there is a haunted attraction opening in Orlando. And hopefully it catches on and other people do this. But finishing up my thought process, you really safely can't do it. It's going to ruin the experience. To keep the workers, what are you going to do? Put plastic shields over their face paint? It's going to be, if you want to like do something, here's my idea. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Here's my belief of what the parks should do. Realistically. Now, what Universal could do, they're probably not going to do, but they could, maybe they had scare zones designed. Maybe you just walk through a scare zone. Maybe it's not actor filled, but maybe just to decorate. You know what I mean? You could do a stage show where people are, but you got to watch out, make sure that people aren't crowding, too. You're probably better off. Yeah, there'll be regular ops. I don't think you're gonna. Christmas maybe. I don't know, because everybody's like talking like second waves, and I think we're in a second wave right now. We don't know, because right now, today might look different in October. It could be way better in October. It could look better in December. I don't know. See, my belief with how this virus is like doing its thing, right now, people are everywhere. People were cooped up. Once you reopened everything, when you started your reopening phases, that's what kicked it off. Then you had protests and riots, and then you had, people going to beaches, people are going to barbecues, people are protesting, people are rioting, people are going to parks, people are going to the beaches, people are going on boats. Look at me. I went up, I don't remember where the hell, I don't know, every day is just meshing. Was it what did I just do this? Yeah, this weekend I went and rode the side-by-side. Right? Yeah, this weekend. They just went by. And then I went and bought one today. Why? Because there ain't nothing to do around here, so I'm gonna go to New Hampshire, out in the forest, into the trails. So that you know what I mean. People are trying to find things to do, and I think what you're gonna see happen is Florida and Texas and stuff's a little bit different, but for the most part, the further north you go, it gets colder. Once Labor Day hits, everything is dead around up here. Like Block Island, you know what I mean? All those islands in Block Island and Martha's Vineyard and stuff in Maine and New Hampshire, everything dies. Tourism just dies until like ski resorts open and stuff because it's cold. Once Labor Day comes, that's it, done. You got Halloween, and then you got Christmas, and it starts. As time goes on, it gets colder, snow, etc. So, just keep all that in mind. You might have a better chance of like Christmas and Halloween, like open for parks up here and less of baloney than you would down south. Florida's always hot. Well, I went to Block Island like a month ago. I just released a video from Block Island yesterday on the Martin's Family Channel, so you can see the jet skis and all that stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. The worst affected states are all the states that you see year-round tourism and good weather. And it is. So, I mean, see, Rhode Island doesn't publish their numbers on the weekends. So they said Monday they had, they said over the weekend they had 291 cases for the whole weekend. They rounded out to like 80-something a day. I think the 7-day average here is like 85. Is what this 85 a day or 75 a day is the average. Yeah, so with you got being in Texas, you're gonna have that issue. People are always gonna be out at the beach. Yeah, but people are out at water parks, beaches, just doing whatever it is. People are going out. It's nice. The barbecues. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And so that's part of the problem. Once it starts and then plus two, don't forget, once kids are back to school to some capacity, whether it's distance learning or in school, whatever the hell they decide to do, I don't know. Yeah, that's bad. 9.5 thousand on a daily. Yeah, that's bad. I was only like 85 a day. So, like I said, I don't know. But what you got to do is you got to stay positive. You can, like I said, you can navigate. I don't want people to be scared to not go. I mean, if you got underlying conditions and you're worried and you're cautious and you want to stay home, that's fine. But if you're kind of like on the fence, like you don't have an underlying condition, you're not elderly, you're pretty healthy, you're like, I think I'm going to give it a try. Just be prepared. If you can't handle it, that you may only be in the park for a little bit and then you bounce out. You just need to, like if you're not going to travel to Florida from Rhode Island and go in for an hour and leave. You'll spend a whole day, but you can navigate people. You can navigate things. You can, if you are cautious, you can get away from people. You just got to be aware of your surroundings. You don't have to be scared, just cautious. That's all. That's all the gist. Be cautious. Don't be scared. And so the next tidbit of news that I saw it before Jason had posted, but he posted it. Where is it? It's called The Haunted Road. It's coming to Orlando this fall. So let me do this. So you could be in your car. There's not a whole boatload of information yet. I'm looking at it right now. I see it's on Attractions Magazine. They have a website. So the Haunts original storyline presents familiar characters as you've never seen them before. As guests drive through each scene, they'll be immersed in an untold version of Rapunzel as she travels into a world of nightmares, facing terrifying creatures and plenty of scares. They're currently August 13th through 16th. They're going to be doing auditions. There's a link. I'm going to put this link in the chat so you can see it. If you want to check out the Orlando attractions article on it and see all the stuff, if you want to be an actor, if you just want to check it out. If it happens to be open when I'm down there, I'll check it out. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, see, Chris says, I feel okay not going to Disney and Universal. I will not step foot into SeaWorld for a long time. It's a mess, and they don't enforce. I feel the worst about going to the stores. I mean, I try not to go to stores as much as possible. One, I don't want to wear the mask anymore. I'm really just sick of it. I wear it. The only time I really wear it is when I have to go. Like, I had to go to the bank today to get a certified check. I did that. I went inside the place. I was only in that, the dune buggy place, the side-by-side, maybe 30 minutes. That was quicker than buying a car. There was no fuss, no muss, no nothing. I went in. I had to put a deposit down. I got it. I went, and then, and just went, and it just done. Like, it was quick. Like, you go buy a car, you're there 2-3 hours. I was in and out in 45 minutes or less. I feel like a pizza. I feel like I was a pizza being delivered. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I only wear a mask when I'm going to do something I want to do. If not, I'm home, not wearing a mask. That's what I'm doing. I mean, in my office, where I work, I don't have to wear a mask because I'm the only one in it 99% of the time. Everybody's out working. Or if they're not working, they're probably home. Because right now, we don't force people to really come in. We're just like, all right, just stay home, whatever. I'm not going to be like, get in the office. So, it's just weird all around. So if you want to check, keep that in mind with the Halloween drive-through road. That's like a wave of the future. I mean, if that works out, you realize all the other places that are going to be doing this. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. Depending upon how long it is. I mean, if it's like a 5-minute thing, kind of sucks. I want it to be at least like a 15, 20-minute drive. Drive through to go and have fun. That's what I would be hoping. I don't know about you guys. How many of you guys would like to see a drive-through haunted house? That you're in your own car. Yeah, I mean, if you go in your own car. Daniel, if you see the link, I don't know if you can see it. It says, oh, you can't see it. I put it in there. There's it's called the Haunted Road in Orlando. It's a drive-through haunted experience. So instead of walking through a haunted house or a haunted, corn maze, you're in your car and you're going through. So that's opening up in Orlando this year. So hopefully when I'm down there, I can check it out. You're in your own car. And you just go do your thing. And they try to scare you through the car. Yeah, so, I mean, while I'm down there the first week of October, the last week, September 27th to the 3rd or 4th or something, I'm down there. It's a week. And if it's open, I'll gladly go. So what you missed, Mr. Billy, we talked about the Intamin rides. We talked about haunted attract, like Horror Nights being canceled. The drive-through haunted attraction going into Orlando. Well, I don't think they're going to carjack people because the door's going to be locked. I mean, I'm not going to open my door for those people. I'll put a knife in my car if they stop busting through the glass. Just cha-cha, be like Michael Myers. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's cool, because I plan on filming it whether they like it or not. Yeah, it's basically like a haunted hayride, just being in your car. I mean, they might jump on your car. I don't know. I lived in Orlando 16 years. It's not safe. I mean, I go down there, it seems, once or twice a year. I don't know. I mean, I'm not living there. I'm a tourist. I'm always aware of my surroundings, even in my own neighborhood. And you know what I mean? We live out in the woods, but it's a cul-de-sac with a bunch of a bunch of houses. I'm still very like cautious. I don't put my guard down. Yep, I heard about that, Jay Kite, with the haunted car wash with Japan. That's probably where they got the idea from. Daniel Albert. I work for 407 with Disney, Universal, Horror Nights, Peabody Hotel, etc. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's cool, Chris. If you do that's a big help because like I really want to see that. Oh, and speaking of, before we jump out of the haunted attractions talk and get into some more theme park news, the very first Hauntapalooza podcast is recording next weekend. So be ready for that. Be ready for those that are, into it. I already got the first guest locked up, ready to rock. There's going to be some more news besides that coming out, but I want to hammer out the details of this project and stuff. But there's going to be some cool things that's going to happen. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. So I just figured I'd let you guys know we're finally filming the very first actual real thing. Oh, that's cool. HHN was crazy because TNA was right next to us. I saw Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe's first right. I was a bush in the ring. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny, dude. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. Anybody, like I said, anybody that ever wants to film something for us and get it to me, you guys always get the full credit to whatever you're doing. I'm not a thief. You guys get your credit. Oh, The Ring, the movie. Wait, The Ring. Was that the one with, what the hell's his name? He's like a wicked famous actor. I can't remember his name. Oh, Mickey Rourke. Is that the one with Mickey Rourke in it? Am I thinking? No. Huh. The Ring movie. I'm trying to find it. I don't want The Ring like that ring. Yeah, I don't know. You would have to tell me if it's the one with. Oh, I get what you're saying. The Ring, the movie. I did the Haunted Trail in Wallingford too. The Ring is about. Oh, okay. The Ring about the well. Okay. Okay, I get it now. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's crazy on the TV. Yeah, anytime anybody wants to send stuff, because look, with all the, there's not a lot of content for me to come out with New England. You know what I mean? Like now I got to get extra creative. And I know people are going to be pissed about the stuff that I make, because it's not about Six Flags. It's not about this. It's about that. You know what? During this, you're going to get what you get, and you get what you get, and you don't get upset. Period. If you get upset, I'm sorry. But, I'm just trying to do my best. So you're gonna get a lot of footage and stuff from all over the place, and you know what? We're just gonna have fun with it, and I don't really care. We're at 940 subscribers. I love you guys. I can't wait for more. We're so close to 1,000. I can be like, I can lick the thing. Like maybe I gotta do something crazy to get people to subscribe, like dump water on Jessica's head or something while she's sleeping. Then she'd kill me and punch me in the face. I don't know. Like, if I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to dump water on Jessica's head while she sleeps. I bet you a lot of people would subscribe for that. And also watch as I get punched in the face. Yeah, I would do it. I'd sell out just to do it. All right, so what? Oh, is another Star Wars Cantina coming at Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge? I just saw. Where's that? Okay, I'm just like looking to see. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, it's been a crazy day. All right, so there is. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's any other news that I'm missing, like an email I got and stuff, but I'm not. So, speaking of Galaxy's Edge, for those that don't know, there's actually a photo op with Baby Yoda, or the child, however you want to call him. He's in Hollywood Studio in Galaxy's Edge. But there's only 2 ways for you to take a picture now. 1, photo pass. 2, maybe your whole group is not in a photo. Photo pass photographers are no longer, for the time being anyway, to take your photos for you with anything. So if you're trying to get a picture of something, either somebody with you or you're going to have to get photo pass. Now, if you get a season pass, photo pass is included with your pass, your season pass. So I think it's all tiers, but double check that if you're going to buy one. Well, you can't buy one right now anyway, but you can only renew. My order is ready for pickup. I already picked it up hours ago. Oh, got an email from Russ. What's that? It's county fairs. He's probably talking about the fair that somebody talked about. Big E, Mansfield. The Big E, Mansfield Fair, and Topsfield Fair in Massachusetts has been canceled. He says, "Cannot wait for 2020 to be over." I think that's everybody's kind of mantra right now. You know, with that. So, but anyway, so if you want to do Baby Yoda photo ops, either use PhotoPass or somebody take a photo with you. He's in this, the little circle ball. He was floating in the Mandalorian. And then he's just sitting in this little thing, just sitting there. So you can do that. All right, where's the rest of my news here? All right, so I talked about that. So parks have been getting rid of, well, not getting rid of, but we were talking about reducing operating hours. We talked a little tiny bit, but so Cedar Point has reduced it. So beginning mid-August, they will only be open Friday to Sunday. Kennywood reduces operating hours and not operating on Monday and Tuesday, except they'll be open on Labor Day. We saw that Universal Studios in Orlando has cut hours. So the studio side, instead of closing at 6, closing at 5. Islands of Adventure, instead of opening at 9, it's opening at 10. So keep that in mind. So things are getting cut. Hours are getting cut right now. So keep that in mind when you're making your plans, knowing that you're not getting the full day that you used to. But look, if you want to go to, there's more and more parks are cutting their hours, cutting, the operating schedule, because it's just not profitable for them. It's just, they know what they're doing. They look at the numbers quick and they react really quick. Yeah, I did talk about the Haunted Road in Orlando. So let me ask you this, Jason Paradise. What's your input on the Haunted Road? I know you live in Miami, I believe, but what is your take on it? You're not allowed to leave Connecticut. Your mom will kick your ass. I mean, I get it. Like, there's a lot of people. Hey, I would love a shout out to do that, Laugh the Dog. I would love it. If somebody wanted to do that, I would love it. I appreciate any help I can get. I'm so close. I could taste it. But yeah. Well, see, here's the problem. On YouTube, I can't, because I have to have 1,000 subscribers before I can live stream on YouTube from like my phone. It's stupid, but it's when they had, what was that, last year or the year before, when they had that shooting on YouTube, I think it was, or Facebook, and then they and because of that they changed the rules because they weren't really known. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have 1,000 subscribers. They only had a few hundred, and they went live and they live streamed the shooting at a school or whatever they were doing. But it was in New Zealand. You know, so it hurt. Like, you want to know what started the kickoff of all these crazy YouTube rules? Was Logan Paul when he did the Suicide Forest. When he filmed that and put that up, that started the craziness that happens. If he didn't do that, it probably would have happened, but not as quickly as it did. You know, so Jason says, I think it's a wonderful idea. It's using the same concept of drive-in theaters, but it's giving us the heart. You stay safe in your vehicle and you get scared. Creative idea. I love the drive, the drive-through idea. I love it. You know what I mean? Like, if that is what is going to be the saving grace for Halloween, I hope some people can. I mean, I don't want to see haunts like jump on it quick and give a half-assed thing just to make some money. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to, to get a good, make it quality, make it good. I mean, oh yeah, like the farms and stuff that do hay rides could do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, those places could be okay around the board, but I don't know. I personally feel like it's probably right now safer for you to be in your car driving around. To do, you know what I mean? Doing a thing, and they can jump on, they're probably going to jump on a car or whatever the hell they're going to do. And I think it's, I totally 100% agree with Jason, because it's, with Halloween Horror Nights and Mickey's Not So Scary, and we all know Fright Fest, and insert whatever haunted thing, the big companies are going to go, nah, no thank you. You can't really do a haunted attraction, you know what I mean, like the way that the theme parks do it, and want as quality as they get. You know what I mean? I know, like, Disney does a quality event. Halloween Horror Nights is a quality event. It's hit or miss with Cedar Fair and Six Flags. Depends where you go and what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's always hit or miss. Who the hell's hitting me up? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm responding to messages while I've got a thought process going on, and people message me for like a while. I hate, the haunted hayride, same thing. Yeah, don't run over the scare actors. I mean, that's one thing that you could have a problem with, is having scare actors get ran over when, I mean, it's like if you put, I'll give you the example. Put Jessica or Danielle as the driver in the haunted house drive-through. Those scare actors are getting run over. They're with pee on the car seats. They're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, if you put them in, they're gonna pee all over the car, and then they're gonna run over the actors. They can't drive during that. Me, I'll just be sitting there, just be like, nah, 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 nah. Come on, scare me. You're not scaring me, little bitch. Come on, But yeah, don't. If anybody goes to the drive-through haunted house, please don't run them over. Please, we would like them to, Yeah. Hey, John, what's up? Hey, you watched the newest Joker movie there with what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix, whatever. That movie was good. That movie was awesome. But yeah, don't run over. Don't run. Don't if you find a drive-through haunted attract, don't run over the scare actor. I guess it might be okay to pee on your seat if you get scared, but that's your own seat. Or don't like pee on the actor or something like something. I don't know. I mean, it's a great. I wish I had the money to open up a haunt like that right now. I just spent way too much money today. Michael Anthony, what's going on? I talked kind of a little bit about like tidbit of news in New England, nothing major. Here's the thing, like, I emailed Jen McGrath about the Intamin rides. I sent all 4 videos and said, hey, take a look at these. You might get a good deal. Da, 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 da. So when she responded back, she wanted to pick my brain. No, there's no opening date, but she was picking my brain based off of my experiences at parks. That's basically the gist. But we were going back and forth for 4 hours. And I mean, it wasn't like email a half hour later or an hour later. It was email. I read it, wrote back in 5 minutes. She read back my book, read me back in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So it was like that quick, like, succession of stuff. You know what I mean? Of like, so keep that in mind. So the conversations we had, I'm not allowed to talk about, but I can tell you that there is nothing in there that would piss off or upset or make anybody happy. It's just more in line of, you know what I'm saying? You know, the conversation's private and I can't really dive into all the details. But there's nothing in there that's like, hey, it's opening on August something or September. You know, there's nothing like that. If there was, I would say, yes, they're going to reopen another date, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. That's the Jay Kite. That's the wooden bobsled coaster there. So they're expanding flying turns. They're making it bigger, adding a 4th lift hill. That's pretty badass. They probably want to make it a little longer. It's getting extended. That's pretty cool. See, the cool thing about Knoebels, they own their own lumberyard. And they took design of an old one, but they can just... They've mastered what they have to do to get that ride to work. They've mastered that. So what better way? Make it longer. If you could do it, do it. Do it. Do it. You know, so. But I'm really hoping that when I go down to Orlando, that I can experience a drive-through haunted house. That would be huge for myself to show other haunt owners up here. You know what I'm saying? Where is... Oh, there you go. So, again, just keep in mind all these little things. And I want to try to send a little bit of positivity to everybody about, you know, you don't have to be afraid. Be cautious. Have fun. And one thing that I hope people can do is not be such a... I know it's not you guys, but there's a lot out there. There's a lot of those entitled enthusiasts. And there's a lot of people complaining and bitching and moaning. And the world's flipped upside down right now. There's nothing really you can do about it. And it's just crazy out there in the world of crazy, you know? And hopefully... Hey, Mac the Knife, what's up? So I heard my from my ACE organization is that November 7th will be SeaWorld San Antonio Day for my ACE region. So I'm definitely going to that. But as far as any of the events, nothing so far. It's really tough trying to have an event because if you go on their website and you look at the events, everything's canceled. Reps are catching a boatload of hate and crap for having events during this. And this is what I will say. Rant time, guys. Get ready. Rant time. You guys know I love to rant. I think you guys always hope for at least one rant a show, I think that's what we're getting at. So, rant time. We've said this 1,000 times during this, and I'm going to say it 1,000 more. To get it through your skin, your brain, through your eardrums, into your brain, a fist in your mouth, something eventually, something's got to give. Look. Hey, Isabel. Here's the problem with everything that goes on in this world, because things are stupid. If you... Yeah, get the popcorn. So, I'm going to use an example. I know John's not scared, but I'm going to use him as the scaredy cat. Sorry, John. You're the first. You just popped up and said get the popcorn. So I'm just using you as an example. All right. Say John is scared, right? He's a little bitch. He don't want to go. He don't want to go to the park. He thinks the sky's falling. Now, Jay Kite, he's like, F you, man. I'm going. I'm having fun. And then Lindsay's like on the fence. Sorry, guys. You guys are right there on my screen, so I'm using you. Sorry. So you guys are going, hey, you guys have this argument online. And it's, no, you're not the scared boy. John's the scared boy. Just for the point. John's not a scared boy in real life. And Jay, you're kind of scared in real life. But we'll just roll with it. We're going to role play right now. Pretend it's a movie. So say John sees Jay going to the park, complaining a little bit about masks and social distancing, but Jay's having a good time. Lindsay's on the fence watching these two go at it on Facebook, right? So then they start going at it. This is what I see all the time. These guys don't do it, but that's what I see all the time. So you got John telling Jay what to do. You got Lindsay scared because of what John's telling Jay to do. Lindsay's trying to have a good time and he kind of wants to go to the park, but he's seeing that Jay's complaining about mask and social distancing. He's like, whoa, I don't want to do that. So the moral of the story is stop being a douche. Stop trying to tell people what to do. If you don't like it, scroll past. Let people enjoy what they want. We all go. We know the risk. If we go catch it and die, guess what? It's unfortunate, but we know the risk. You can't play ignorance. You cannot play the ignorant card like, I didn't know that there's a virus, and now people are spitting on me and I'm in the hospital dying. You can't do that. Sorry. So if you don't want to go and be on the fence, if you're on the fence and don't want to go, that's fine. I'm not going to hate you. If John's like, I'm a scaredy cat. I don't want to go because I don't want to go. You shouldn't go. Well, guess what? I'm not telling you to stay home because you're a scared bitch. Stay home and shut up. Let us go have fun. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear that. We get it. You're worried about it. You're trying to stay home. The boogeyman's going to, the virus isn't a boogeyman. The virus is real, but they play it like the boogeyman's coming to get you. The virus is under your bed, and when you close your eyes, it's going to enter your butthole, and it's going to make you poop green. And then they're going to call you the alien sperm master because you went out and got COVID. That's just kind of what it sounds like right now when you go out. When you look at, it's crazy. So instead of complaining, I mean, even if people, if you see something at, say, Hershey or any park you're at, this is my advice. If it makes you uncomfortable and you're at the park because something's not being done, but the park has all these guidelines all around and signs, go to guest services. Find an employee. No, don't go to one that's operating a ride, a food stand, or a game stand, or something like that. Go find somebody that looks important, and you know who they are. You see them walking around. You know who or go to guest services. I want to speak to a manager. This thing's not, go to security, something, and say something. If nobody's saying anything, nobody's going to do a damn thing about it. Nobody's going to enforce nothing. So if you go into a park and it's a shit show, go say something. Tekashi 6ix9ine their ass. Do it. I would, just because I don't want the parks to close. I want to go and enjoy myself. Trust me, you guys all know, and I did daily, every day, Monday through Friday shows. I'm sitting here all pissed off because I can't do anything and I'm stuck in the house. I don't want to be stuck in the fucking house. Sorry for the language, but I don't want to be stuck in the house. Yeah, Jay, you know people that are important. If you see something that's not, just say, hey, like, Jay, when you go to Fiesta and you see it's not being enforced, go to Jeffrey. Be like, look, I'm not trying to be a douche, you know? You know what I mean? You don't have to be a jerk about it. Be like, hey, Jeff, or Mr. Seberg, however he lets you call him, you know? And be like, hey, this is going on. Is there anything you can do about it? Can you send security? I'm not saying being a rat like somebody stole something or murdered somebody. I'm not saying being a rat like that. I'm talking like if it means something to you, say something. You know what I mean? It seems like it. Go do it. You know what I mean? Say something. If not, your park's gonna get closed. And you know what I mean? I don't want to be. I'm not a rat at all. You know, I've always lived by the, you know, snitches get stitches. I live by that all the time. In this case, when it's, I mean, I guess it's really on the point of what affects you. You know, not what affects the populace, but what affects you. So if that's affecting you and your mentality and how you want to do it, then just go to Jeffrey Seberg or whoever you insert, park president, park manager or something, and they say, hey, you need to go do something about that, because if not, your ass is going to get shot down. That's the truth. That's the reality of it. Now, I'm not by all means being complacent and being like a crybaby. I go, I follow the rule, and then as soon as I get out the park gates, mask is off. Yeah, I cover the Intamin stuff. So, Max, let me ask you. I know we're kind of going back and forth, and that's fine. What to you for the Intamin stuff? What was your favorite attraction and why? That's what I want to know. Yeah, and you know what? If you get to the point where SeaWorld doesn't care and it's not enforcing it, then what you can do is start popping that thing up on social media, and people will gladly make you famous for posting it, for calling it out, and then it goes viral. Then they're screwed. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to take everything with a grain of salt there. You know, so again, it is what it is. You just gotta roll with it, man. You just gotta, like I said, if you are on the side of I don't want to go, that's fine. You can keep that comment to yourself, because all that's going on. I mean, when you look at it, when I go to the park, I'm going to the park. I don't care about anybody that's trying to tell me how to live my life. Not gonna happen. And I'll just tell you to eat crap anyway. You know? I mean, I'm okay having a conversation, like a real conversation, a debate, whatever you want to have it. You can tell me your side, I'll tell you mine. At the end of the day, we're still friends. I don't want somebody going, it's my way or the highway. I'm staying home, so you should stay home, and you shouldn't be out. No, you shut up, you sit down, you go sit in your little hole, and you do it. You know? You go over there. If you're of the mindset that you want to go, that's fine. You don't have to tell people to stay home. You know. So again, like Jason's saying, there are some bloggers that live for the drama, love to stir up shit. Like there's a couple of bloggers that I've seen go to SeaWorld Orlando and bitch and moan and complain about wearing masks and people not social distancing. It's kind of like they want to bring bad attention to the parks or to certain parts. Look, if anybody, exactly, Lucas McFadden, Honestly, now is the best time to go to the parks because it's nice, spaced out, and much less busy. Totally agree with that. Well, unless you go like on a Saturday, stay away from a Saturday because it's like when we went to Lake Compounds a couple weeks ago. It was busy. I mean, it was still spaced out, but it was busy, busier than opening day. You know, their water park was at their new capacity. You couldn't get in. You know, so you just, like I said, you just roll with it, man. So, you know, but you know, it's like this year, like I had so many plans. You know, I was going to be going to Six Flags St. Louis for the first time. I was going to be going to like doing a whole bunch of crazy trips this year. Matter of fact, AJ and I were going to go on a road trip this year. We were going to go down to Carowinds and Dollywood and somewhere else. I forgot where we were going. We were going to a bunch of places. We're going to go away for a week. We can't even do that now because a lot of places we were going to go to closed. You know, so yeah, hot Saturdays are the worst because everyone's fighting for the shade. You are absolutely right, Lucas. You are 100% correct on that. They are the worst, and it sucks. But sometimes it's the only time you can go and you deal with what you got to deal with. Now, I do feel bad for Lake Compounds. Remember when I told you about the rides? I was looking. Log Flume is definitely down for the season. And I think the Rapids, the Rapids is down for the season. Pirate Ship is temporarily closed. Downtime is temporarily closed. Oh, then it says something about beaches. Yeah, I mean, people are supporting it, but there's a lot of people out there. Yeah, I was planning a Texas trip. I mean, I could probably still go, but here's the problem with me traveling to all these places. Right now, Rhode Island's not like on the crazy list of banned people. So, you know, if you got New Jersey, New York, and all New England are all in the clear and everybody else is in the red. I showed somebody that map. They're like, yeah, this is, and Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii is also not on like Massachusetts banned travel list. And what they mean by banned travel list is when you go to certain places, and even for Rhode Island, if I leave and I go to Florida, when I come back, I either got to take a test set with a 72 hours before I come back, or I could take a test on the spot in Rhode Island, or I can quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm going to quarantine for at least a week anyway, or two from and I'll work at home. I'll make sure everything I need is here, and I'll take care of that here. Right at this desk, I can do all my work at. Everything I got to do, I could do from right here. I mean, 2 weeks I wouldn't be able. I mean, I could set up, give access with like TeamViewer or something between this and my work computer, and then I can just, you know, sign in, do the QuickBooks, you know, insert all the finance. I could do all that stuff and all the other stuff. I could do it right from here. So that way I don't get my dad or my mom sick, or, you know what I mean, the other employee sick. You know, I mean, I don't get nobody sick. So you just got to be smart. But if I go to Texas, Florida, anywhere outside of anything around between New Jersey, New York, and New England, I have to, well, they want you to quarantine. They're not holding you down to quarantine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you should go that far, but about banning travel in between. And if you got to drive through it to get somewhere, that should be okay. Puerto Rico is on the list now. It's getting bad where everybody wants to travel to. Just like Chris said earlier, saying all the places that are really getting hit are year-round touristy places. And it sucks. You guys are going to be, you're in this for the long, you guys might hit herd immunity before anybody else. With the amount of cases you guys are piling up all the time is crazy. I mean, if you think about it, like all the other stuff that's you guys are dealing with, all over the joint. All right, I'm getting rid of that one. Keep that one. Now I'm gonna get. I want to check something out before we leave. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any news that we need to talk about. And if there's anything anybody wants to talk about, by all means, please hit the in the chat, light it up. Oh God! Oh, I'm so tired. I was double checking something quick, and if not, we'll get out. Yeah, Tweetsy's Railroad in North Carolina got shut down due to COVID. Oh, this was a couple of days, 3 days ago. Disney officially cancels Oogie Boogie Halloween event. That's kind of... Oh, what's the Steel Curtain update? They're saying that it's broken. There's something broken. They're waiting for replacement parts. Yes, I mean that's all the news I got. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, by all means, don't be afraid. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Not only is it affecting us locally, but the Florida and California being so bad will keep the infection circulating because of out-of-state tourists. I know this sounds crazy, but I mean, we have to do something to fix. Get maybe they shut down the major players that go look. You can't travel here. Get out. You can't come in. Not that I want to see it. I still want to go to my honeymoon, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what's the best solution. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't have the data. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe this thing just stops being talked about and stops being a thing on November 4th. I don't know. It's just, everything's just like crazy. I don't know why, but it's just like crazy. But yeah, I think Six Flags needs to change their food offerings. They have too many of the same things. They should be like I understand because of people, wanting comfort food. Everybody wants tacos or barbecue. Some people just want chicken fingers. Some people just want burgers. Some people just want pizza. Some people are looking for more. You don't need like 5 burger joints, 5 chicken finger joints. I would like, I mean, for the most part, though, when I go to the parks, I'm not really, unless I'm like at like Disney, because Disney has a lot of like, depending upon where you are on Walt Disney World, there's like food from all over the world. Like go to Epcot and it is like amazing food. But like if I'm going to Six Flags, Cedar Fair Parks, and even Universal, I just go get burger or pizza or chicken finger, something. Because a lot of times I don't want to be waiting for like crazy like sit down food. I just want to like eat quick and go ride or go watch a show or something. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to do when I go to a park. I don't know about you guys. That's a good question. Good question that you brought up. Well, a comment I should say, Jay. So let me ask everybody else before we leave. When you go to a park, what are the things that you go for when you eat? Is it you purposely go looking for something different, or you don't care because you just want to eat, chew and screw? You want to go ride rides or shows or whatever they're doing. They need to get rid of all those IP restaurants. Johnny Rockets. It doesn't even taste like real Johnny Rockets. It's not even close. The sauce is different. The food is different. I've had like actual Johnny Rocket places like that on in theme parks, and they taste totally different than anywhere else I've ever had it. I've had it at, what is it? Foxwoods has a Johnny Rockets. Ate there. Don't taste nothing like Six Flags. Tastes better than Six Flags. I've had it. There was one down near there's one near my work. In a shopping plaza. I've eaten there numerous millions of times. Fabulous. Tastes proper. You go to Six Flags. I've had it at multiple Six Flags. I've even had it at Magic Mountain. It does not taste anything like real Johnny Rockets. Not even close. Not close. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I could agree with that. Johnny Rockets has a style that resembles the Wildwoods. Wildwoods is you're talking about in Jersey, right? The boardwalk with that feel, like that's the vibe I'm getting off you by what you're stating. But what, you don't have tacos? You don't have like a macho nacho down there? I mean, I'll be honest, I stopped eating the tacos because I practically want to be crapping my pants every time I ate it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to lay off the tacos. Yeah, Maury's. Yeah, I love Maury's. I got to get there. I think next year, I think I'm going to make a run over to there. I think. I wanted to go this year, but Costa by the Ocean's canceled. I want to go to the event that Maury's puts on. I love Costa by the Ocean. It's like $60 for 2 days. It's awesome. Yeah. I remember going to the Wawa over there. I love Wawa. For those that don't know what a Wawa is, they are amazing. It's like a Cumberland Farms up here, or a Speedway gas station, or Sheets. It's like that. But I love Wawa. I love their sandwiches and stuff they got. You can get them made. I know, right? Hot wieners, Adele's lemonade. Oh, man. Would be amazing. Wow. Jay, you need to talk to Jeff. Be like, dude. You gotta add macho nacho, man. Gotta have tacos. I mean, I know Texans love tacos. And you're near Mexico. And everywhere loves tacos, but I know it's big down there. Marcus talks about tacos all the time down there. He says they're amazing. I don't know. I mean, I stopped eating the tacos. I don't want to crap my pants anymore. I just don't want to crap my pants. Because that'll run right through me and I'll be in the toilet. I don't think anybody wants that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I will be back. I think tomorrow night I'm going to do Planet Coaster. That's going to be tomorrow night. Saturday we're actually ghost hunting the USS Salem in McQuincy, Mass. And following weekend, we'll be back with the Grove Show next Wednesday. I got some videos to work on that I'm working on. So I got that going on. I got some videos that, just topics to talk, videos, because I haven't been to any parks or anything. So then we're going to get Hornapalooza rocking with the podcast. So it's going to be awesome. It'll be good. So, yeah. So if anybody wants to join me tomorrow night while I'm playing Planet Coaster, by all means, hop on in. We can continue conversations, have fun, build some coasters and rides, and have some fun. And we'll live stream that. That'll be cool. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. And keep in touch. And when we get to parks and stuff, let's hang. And, sorry to hear about that, Jay. Hopefully everything works out, man. Stay strong, my friend. And if you need me privately, by all means, hit me up, man. Don't ever hesitate. So I'll see you guys, tomorrow or, next week. Until then, everybody, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.